Blessed be to the Lord above. All things new and all things great to the new and the old. Hi, my name is Purple Butterfly, the Oracle of Pittsburgh. I am going to talk about marriage. And guess what? I'm an expert on that. You know, I have been married 5 times, actually twice to the same person. Oh, marriage. Oh my goodness. People want to say that marriage is between a man and a woman. That's bullshit. Marriage is a contract between two people that are going to say to each other, you are going to be the one that's going to bury me and make sure my things are in order, and I'm going to make sure that your things are in order when you die. Whichever one of us goes first, we'll make sure the other one is taken care of. You don't need marriage to have children. Marriage is a contract, and it's a love contract. And you cannot tell people that they can't make a love contract with one another that they are committed to, whether they're gay, straight, bi, trans, it don't matter. Marriage under God is permissible. God honors marriage. You want to go ahead about in the Bible, what the Bible says about that. And God honors marriage. Period. It doesn't matter what kind of marriage it is. It could be a poly marriage like mine. You know? God honors marriage. Because you're making commitment to each other on love. And nobody should be able to take that away from you. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to take marriage and make it illegal for somebody to make a love contract with the person that they want to live the rest of their life with. Hey, Amanda. Hey, baby. Are you home yet? Did you travel well? But it's a contract of love. And you can love who you love, because that is for you to love. And nobody else gets to say who you can love. They are not God. They are not God. I'm not God. I'm just a vessel used by the Almighty. And by my experience, I've been married 5 times. It is a contract. It is a love contract. I'm going to take care of you, and I'm going to walk this world with you. And I know that when I die, that you're going to take care of me. You're going to take care of the children. You're going to take care of the finances. You're going to take care of the charities. You're making a love contract. And you should be able to make a love contract with whoever you love. It's been on my heart today about that shit. Some bullshit. You want to tell somebody, oh, you can't marry this person because they're of the same sex, and what? Just because that family doesn't look like your family? We are diverse. We are all different. Who are you to judge what somebody else can love? It's like Romeo and Juliet, you know, they loved each other and they killed themselves for that love. It's about the spirit that you carry. Are you going to carry around a spirit of hate because somebody doesn't look like you or talk like you or walk like you? Marriage is sacred because under God. And God honors marriage. And that is marriage between, whether it be male, female, whether it be male and male, female, female, trans and trans. It don't matter. Marriage is honored by God. Period. And they want to take away the sanctity of marriage because people want to, institutions want to put it in a box that it doesn't belong. You're going to read the Bible, understand it. Because the misinterpretations of the Bible is just ridiculous. And then people want to take it literal. It says to study to show thyself approved. I've walked it. I've lived it. God had me out there in the wilderness back in 2006. Literally. Stuck in Texas. Really abandoned, left to die in Texas. With 5 cents to my name. Throwaway phone and a bag with a pair of pants, a skirt, 2 shirts, a couple pair of undies. My identification, which I lost, and then I had to... Texas is something, I'll tell you. Definitely a man state. I'm surprised that I survived it. But marriage is sacred. And it is given freely to all who want to embark in marriage. It should be freely given because it was freely given from God. I've been married 5 times. I married my first husband twice. And now we're getting a divorce. Because he's not going to be able to be there for me and bury me. I'm not going to be able to bury him. He's in a whole other state. Our contract was a little different. He's not the one that's supposed to bury me, and I'm not the one to bury him. So, of course, our contract is ending. And maybe, someday, the universe will send me someone that will bury me. If not, then one of you can do it. One of my children. Because, see, I want a partner in life. Someone that will love me for me and all my flaws and all my mess ups and all my mistakes and all my happy times and good times. That would be the person and the partner that I would want for all of you, to have someone that will love you unconditionally and be there for you even on your bad days, your worst days. I asked the universe, God, to bring you a partner that will respect you and honor you and cherish you and will love every bit and piece of you and not judge you not one time for crying about something that happened that you remember in the past. Because you need to heal. We all need to heal. This country needs to heal. Because it is so corrupt and messed up and just fucked up. But marriage is sacred and should be given to all people that want to embark in it. Nobody has a right to tell me I can't love a woman. I mean, I'm bisexual. I've been bisexual since I was like 4 or 5 years old. My first female experience was with my childhood friend. A couple of them. and they were female. And as I got older, 10, 11, you know, but I love men. I love that. But I just, you know, it is what it is. But marriage is sacred. What you do with your spouse is your business. The government shouldn't tell somebody that they can or cannot marry the person that they love. That happened way back when, you know, when it was interracial marriage was the problem. You know, being black and white and being married was a sin. It was against God. Your family is your family. The family you create and what you want should be allowed. Nobody should tell you how to build your family because that is your family, not theirs. Fuck them. But all marriage is honored by God. And if people want to say something different, then that's okay with them. But the truth is, a lot of translations and misinterpretations about marriage have been so embedded in our minds since we were little. I mean, I grew up and I chose to go. When I was 10 years old, I chose to go to a Southern Baptist church, Calvary Baptist. You know, be careful what energy you connect yourself with, too. Because, shit, you connect with the wrong energy. You're like, I love you. I love touching you. Oh, my goodness, baby. Baby. Yeah, but you can have all of that. But if you don't have real love and real commitment, like that person, you know, you got a booger coming out your nose, and that person's like, oh, gets the tissue and wipes your nose for you. Caring for one another. Cherishing your commitment to each other. Whatever that may be. You know, I had a poly marriage. I'm allowed to have other partners because my husband was not here and could not fulfill certain things. So our contract was that, you know, when he was home, we were together. But when we were not, we were still very supportive to each other. But I was able to have other partners. That was how my marriage contract was set up. It's not for everybody. Your marriage contract between you and that one person that you just want to sleep with that person only, and you want to be monogamous in your marriage like that, then that is up to you, and that is between you and your spouse. That is not for everybody to know. I only said about what my contract is. I mean, I have no problem with monogamy. It's just the fact that I was married to a man and with him for 15 years, and he cheated on me every year we were together, and I was faithful. He had other children outside of the marriage, and yet I was faithful. I will commit myself to one person and one person only if that person is willing to take care of me and my children and be faithful to me. Sure. But when is that day gonna come? Marriage is sacred. It is. But if you choose to embark on it, take it seriously. And be careful on the terms of your contract. Make sure that when you get married, it is very clear of what is to be expected in your marriage. You and me, I'm with you. We making this. This is us forever together, baby. Okay. Good. Build your family. Quit trying to break down somebody else's because it don't look like yours. Gay families, poly families are beautiful and thriving just as regular heterosexual marriages and families. I haven't been on here in a while. I've been taking a hiatus. Clear my mind. Focusing on the inside. Premarital therapy? Abso-fucking-lutely. Absolutely. Because you are two separate individuals that have a lot of trauma from other relationships that y'all the fuck dealt with. And going to a premarital counselor to work through those past issues will definitely help you have a stronger commitment and relationship with your partner, your spouse. You know, a lot of people don't understand that actually it'll help. You know, because if your husband, like okay, I've been married 5 times. First husband, Mehmet Amin Wajun, he is right now my current husband, which we're going through a divorce. There is Roy Romero, rest his soul. I loved Roy. He was the best husband I could have ever imagined. At times. Then he was a prick. And then he was a fucking dickhead. And all that shit. Like, I remember one time I cooked him a hamburger, and I put some onions in it and some green peppers, and I served it to him with some cheese on it. And he's like, a hamburger is supposed to have stuff in it. And I said, well, I ain't ever gonna cook for you ever again then. Because he was rude about it. Instead of him being polite and saying, well, I just don't like it this way, but thank you for having me try something different. It's the way you say something to your partner, to your spouse, that makes a difference. If someone puts all the effort in doing something for you, and all you do is shrug it off like, you could have did better. Hey, Tanisha. Oh, Tashana. Hey, how are you? Hey, sweetie. Yeah. And they put all this effort, and you just shrug it off like, you could have did better than that. That just drags that relationship down. It makes your partner, your spouse, feel like this. And you don't ever want to make somebody feel little, like they're unappreciated. Doing well. Talking about marriage. And marriage is freely given to all because it is a contract of love. And it is a contract of you are going to take care of me when I die, and I'll take care of you when you die. Whichever one of us goes first, we are committing to take care of each other and bury each other. And that should be freely given to all. I mean, let's go back like I was saying. he won't talk about gay and straight and trans and all these things about marriage and how this isn't biblical marriage. I'm like, no, marriage is honored by God no matter what form it's in. Whether it be male and male, female, female, trans and trans, woman and man. Marriage is honored by God because it is a contract and it is a love contract. You can have children outside of marriage, and you can, in that union, in that marriage, you can also have children by adoption. There are so many children out there that need adopted. Why are you trying to say that your family is better than the other family? Just because your family may be male and female and have your kids, male and male, female, female have children too, and the family just looks different than yours. Doesn't mean you should judge. Period. Because that family unit is strong and thriving. The traditional family used to be white and white. Just white. White people. Not mixed. You married outside your race. You were horrible. You were a terrible person. It was a sin against God. What is going to happen to your children if you marry this Indian man? Or what if you're marrying a black man? Oh my, we disown you. All that bullshit. I mean, I grew up in Daytona Heights. I grew up in a predominantly white area. There's about 3 black kids in my whole graduating class. The upper middle class area. In Pennsylvania. And, and I went to, like I was saying earlier, went to a Southern Baptist church. I chose to do that when I was 10 years old. And it was a good grounding, good starting point. Good starting point. And, but the thing is I wasn't raised up in that type of church. So when I went in and when someone said, we should go kill all the gays, when I was like, I was 16 years old, and I overheard that. I was in the church, and I'm like, that's not Jesus. My Jesus is dark skin. He looked like me. Actually, he's way darker than me. My Jesus isn't blue-eyed, blonde hair. Because that's not biblical. If they read their own Bible. And he spoke the truth from God. And I speak the truth. Because I lived the shit that I talk about. But marriage is sacred. And it's honored by God no matter what form it is. Right? The only judgment is from God. No, it's not okay to be belittled. But yeah, when you treat it like shit, you give somebody everything. Your heart, your soul, your money, your time, your children. And they turn around and act like you did nothing for them. Sometimes that happens. But learn from that type of relationship, move on, and don't do that shit again. But marriage is sacred and it is from God. And he honors marriage. Period. Point blank. That's all it is. Very simple. God is not complicated, but we make him complicated. But he loves us. They love us. They do. God in 3 persons, right? So they love us. Let's get it right. You know? Quit fucking around. You know? We're in the end times, right? Who you gonna follow? That's really the main thing. Who you gonna follow? You gonna follow that hate bullshit? Or are you gonna follow a God that is an all-inclusive and loves all of us? Every one of us. Who's the Pharisees now? Oh, they're in charge. They're fucking the country up. Oh my God, they are fucking the country up. And the mom of a trans child, you know. I'll defend my child and all trans rights and all LGBTQ rights. Because community is everything. Black community, who, you know, what's going to happen? They're going to take the women's rights, you know, again. We're going backwards and shit in time. And what did it say? What does it say in the Bible? It says it will be like the days of Noah. When the coming of the Lord. When my Jesus is coming back. I don't know about that. The blue-eyed blonde-haired guy can tell me he's not Jesus. Jesus is my brother. And I got backlash on that. That's funny. But it is Friday. My kids are sleeping. And I'm on here talking about marriage and relationships. And I have not had no PhD in it. I lived all the relationships that I talk about. That I have overcome. That I have healed from. And I only want you to heal. I want you to be whole. I want you to have a clear mind before you make a judgment or a choice on a partner, a marriage partner. Be careful who you make that partnership with. Whether it be male, female, trans, bi, straight, gay, black, lesbian, don't matter. Don't care. Be careful with who you make your contract with, because you're making that soul tie. You want that tie to be forever. You recognize that you are going to bury me. Let's first and foremost put that first. You're making this contract because that is the person that you want to be spend the rest of your life with, and that is the person that is going to bury you. Let's get that in your head now. Knowing that one day that person is going to die. And you have to be okay with it. No matter how they die. Whether it be, God forbid, tragedy or natural causes. You have to recognize going into a marriage contract, that is what you're embarking on. Not just to have children. Not just to build an empire, but to bury you. Why does the government want to interfere with who you make a love contract with that is to bury you? People focus so much on all the happy things in marriage and spend their whole lives together, but not realizing that you forgot something, and to make sure that you're going to be okay when they go. Set things up. Get your houses in order. Make sure you have your insurances. Make sure you have those things just in case something happens. that you are taken care of, period, in a contract, in your marriage contract. In the Bible, they were contracts. This land, we're doing this, we're committing this, by marrying this person, these are the contracts and these are the agreements, this is what we are going to live by. People forget that it is a contract. People forget that it's not just about love. It's a life decision for someone who's going to be with you and bury you. Enjoy your life together, yes, but set your house in order, every one of you. Because we are not promised tomorrow. None of us are. I'm not. I could die tonight. I could die tomorrow. But is your house in order when you die? Before you die? Get it in order when you're making these love, marriage contracts. Not only is it showing people this is somebody that I love and I cherish and I honor and I want to build a family with and a legacy with this person alone. Greenery, which I'm legally allowed to have in the state of Pennsylvania. I have my medical license, so leave me alone. I'm so tired of the bullshit. Time is short, y'all. I mean, I hopes that January 2nd that I'll be 50. And there's a goal to get to. But if I was to die today, where would I go? I'd go with my brother Jesus. I'm gonna be with him. Fuck this shit. I'm gonna go hang out, let's talk. Be with the ancestors, my mom and my dad, Sit around and talk to shit, I mean, we do that now, because I feel them around me everywhere, But marriage is sacred, and it is to be honored and to be respected, and it is not just between a male and a female. It is between two people that love each other, that are committed to each other, that want to walk this life together. And if one of them should fall, the other will take up the reins and make sure that things are taken care of for them. That they are buried in whichever manner they want to be buried. Their assets are dispersed to whatever charities or organizations or people that they want. It's a lifelong commitment of saying, I got you until you take your last breath. And if you can't make that kind of contract, don't get married. Because that's a legal way that only you can take care of those assets because you are a spouse. Or you can get a POA, power of attorney, but then you have to make sure you have to set up an executor. An executor! Because the power of attorney is only there while you're alive. You have to set up an executor. that's going to take care of your will and your belongings and things. Love who you love. Be free to love. And be free to be who you are, as beautiful and as creative as you are. My LGBTQIA or AI community, trans community, black community, burner community. I love every one of you. And I care. And nobody should be able to be told who they can make their love marriage contract with. Or how a family should be set up. Because there are many families that are not even blood. Family is the people that are around you that you are committed to being with, and they got your back, you got theirs. That's real family. And it don't always gotta be blood. Again, I repeat myself. Be kind to people. Be kinder. Remember what it was like when you got bullied in high school? Those of you who got bullied, because I wasn't a bully. I protected them people that was being bullied. And everybody that know me from back in the day knows I didn't put up with bullshit. You can't treat somebody disrespectfully because they're different than you. Because you're looking at their skin color, or if they lost an eye, or they have a disability. I mean, let's tell you about one of my husbands. Niet Chi Nguyen. We called him Andrew. He was Chinese, Vietnamese, French. And I was down in Houston, Texas. He had paralysis. I married him that way. And I loved him. I did. And he was so sweet. But then he was doing things that could have got me put in jail, and I could not handle that. So I divorced him. That marriage only lasted 6 months. And then he found me years later when being here in Pittsburgh. I moved home to my mama's house. And he sent me a letter saying that Jesus wanted us to get remarried. And that's right before I remarried my first husband, who I'm now divorcing, which is perfectly fine, because he is not the one to bury me on all of that things. And he will be going back to his country and hopefully retiring there peacefully whenever he gets there. And I wish him all the well and the best for that. But yeah, he was special. People thought we was together for decades, centuries, years, and we were not. Because we truly walked in the love of Christ. Except for he was pretty violent a little bit here and there. He tried to run me over, psycho. Tried to run me over with his wheelchair and shit. Oh. But yeah. Be careful who you make your contracts with. They should allow you to be yourself, your unique self, and love you for who you are, and not try to change you, but enhance the good characters that are in you, characteristics that are in you. They shouldn't downplay you treat you like a slave, like do this for me, do that for me, and oh, well, you got to sleep with me, you got to have sex with me right now. Okay, I'm not opposed to that. Like, I'm up for, like, let's do it all day, every day. I'm not getting any younger. Let's do this! Love and love hard is what I'm hearing. There is a reward at the end of all of this if we persevere. But I love y'all. Every one of you. Every single one of you. And God loves you. They do. They love us. And they take care of us, but we still, there's still going to be some punishment. Like, our Father, but the judgment will be fair. I hear that as well. It will be fair. But love, by loving, shows the light is within you. When you love, you purely love from your heart. There's someone I love. And I love them so much, and I never met them. I'm not just talking about my Jesus. I love Jesus. I love my Jesus. And he ain't white with blue eyes, blonde hair. I love my Jesus. Because I embody him. And I'm like him. I'm just like him. I'm a child of God. The Most High God. And they love us. And it don't matter who you believe in as far as like how you get to know them, whether it be Krishna, Buddha, Allah, it don't matter. As long as you love, you embody the Creator. But if you don't love, and you have hate for people, humans, because they're different, that is definitely not the God I serve. There's light and there's dark. There's good, there's evil. I know some people on the other side, but I didn't embark in that again. For now. But if you have love for your fellow brother, sister, you have embodied God. Because they are pure love. And understanding. And if you can find a partner that you can feel even when you're not in the same room, that is there for you in ways that in the spiritual world, then that's the greatest thing. But be careful who you make marriage contracts with. Make sure you get some counseling before that. Because like I was saying to my niece, you are two separate beings. You both have problems and issues that need to be worked out in order to have a smoother relationship and understanding of each other. I'm talking about real counseling. I'm not talking about biblical counseling. Okay. With its biases and bullshit. I'm talking about real counseling. Marriage counseling. Alright. So, I said what I needed to say. Now let's see what the work was to say. You thought I was going to come on here and not pull some cards? You've got to be kidding me. Let's see what the collective needs to know. What does the collective need to know? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Wow! 444 blessings in disguise! Ah. There might be some difficulties ahead, but you will push through. You got this. If you have been struggling or feeling lost, the winds of change will blow in your favor. If you've been suffering or feeling lost, some things may fall apart, but you're building the framework for something much better. Hey, hang in there. Obstacles and hardships realign us for our purpose and where we're supposed to be. It is hard to go through those hardships. Maybe you lost a car, or you lost a house, or you've been through some, tragedy that is unspeakable in your eyes at this time in your life. But know that those obstacles will build your strength and will help you get through whatever it is the universe that they have for you. It builds character. Because things that are happening now is just going to make us stronger. And as a people, we need to continue to fight and love hard. Because love will defeat the dark. But yes, and also the 4-4 representing there's financial blessings for some that's coming your way as well. Ooh. I wonder what else do we need to know, Holy Spirit? Sophia. Stop hiding who you are. Shine your light. brighter than the dark that's trying to smother it. And this is for all of you that love your fellow human beings. Compromise. 0707. Let go of what no longer serves you. Stop holding on to grudges. Express your emotions and aim towards a compromise. Where there's a lack of understanding, it's best to just move on. The truth will set you free. Blessings in disguise. Within 5 years, there's going to be a change. Good luck. Huh? You're on the right track. Someone from the other side has your back and encourages you to try your best. You will succeed. Observe your surroundings. Communicate clearly. Be sure that everything will fall to pieces, into place. You have good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4 on your side. You know, you have progress. You're making progress. Some of you, whomever this resonates with, you're making progress in your life. You know, you're conditioning yourself for your purpose that God has for you, your alignment. Well, let's see what they want to say. Oh my, intuition, your intuition. Follow your intuition, huh? Yeah, time to implement long cherished ideas. You're on the right track towards making your dreams and visions a reality. The right people, circumstances, resources are being sent your way. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust in the process. 111. Good luck is happening. Things are happening, moving within 5 years. Compromise. Blessings in disguise. Again, you have to compromise sometimes in a marriage contract. You gotta sometimes put your ego down a little bit. Humble your ass. And appreciate that partner you decided to commit to. That you chose to do everything with. They're not to be walked on and treated like dog shit. But that's all I'm going to say. I love you. My Jesus loves you. They love you. The universe. God. Our ancestors. I don't know about the celestial beings. They're a little resentful because we have free will. But the angels are there to guard us and protect us, though. those who are chosen. Keep smiling. Keep loving. Keep being you. Don't let them take that away. Shine brighter. Love harder. I love you.